My name is Alissa Logan, and I am here to tell y'all a little bit about EDM310. I'm going to sort of take you on like a routine basis that I do, and also just show you a little bit about what I go through in my life, starting with my daughter crying. So I'm going to go and tend to her first, and then I'll get back with y'all. Well, after thinking about it, I figured it would be best for Tinley to help me out, since normally when I did my projects for EDM310, she was there with me. So the very first thing I do is go to Google Chrome, my internet browser, because you don't want to go to Internet Explorer. It's just way too slow. It can't hold all the different stuff that Dr. Strange wants us to do. The very first thing I do when I get into Google Chrome is go to Symbaloo. Symbaloo is my PLN. You'll learn about that very soon, but it is my personal learning network. I absolutely love Symbaloo. If you have seen my blog at all, you would see where I just talk highly about Symbaloo. As you can tell, I already have everything to log in, and all I do is just click log in because it saves my password and everything. Everything in red are either teachers that I've just really enjoyed reading their blogs or watching their videos. One of my favorite is Randy Posh. I am now going to show you what I do first and foremost, and that is I go to my little tab that I made up myself that's called School. And that is actually where I have like my Gmail access, my USA Online, USA Email. But the first thing I do is go to my Gmail. And I make sure that it's the right username because I was in Dr. Strange's EDM310 this past summer. So I just have to make sure that it is the correct one. But I just tell it to sign in because once again it's got everything in there. And up here in this corner, you've got Gmail, Calendar, Documents, and under Documents is where he's got our checklist, which he did not have this past summer, but he's got it now, and I am so glad that he does. It tells you all the different assignments that are due, and then what you can do is just green them if you did them on time. And as you can tell, there was, a week that I didn't, not to mention there was a couple others, but for the most part, I think I did a whole lot better this semester than I did last semester. One of the main things that I can tell you is to enjoy what you're doing. He gives you a good bit of work, but honestly, it's something that you can take with you later. So I always go first to my checklist, and then from there I go back to my Symbaloo account, and my home page is where our EDM310 is, and this is our blog, the class blog. And the first thing I do here is see if there's any new information, any new assignments that might need to be on here. Like for instance, he's got where you have additional assignment, so you want to make sure you keep up with the class blog at all times. Whenever I get started on doing my work, I just keep this up because I'm just constantly adding to it. So therefore, if I'm in my actual blog, you just go right over here to the B in the corner, and that is where you can do a new post or you can edit a post, anything like that. I love adding links so that people don't have to try to figure out where it is that I got my information from. They can just click on the link and go straight to it. Let's see, from there I usually just go ahead and get started on the work. So I go back to my Symbaloo account and my EDM310. So now I have both my blogger up and the class blog, and go to the instruction manual and just get started on my work. One of the main, he just teaches us so many different things. Like for instance, here delicious that's got Skype and Time Toast and Screener and just everything in here that I would have never known about had it not been for this class. Dr. Strange is one that is constantly learning new stuff and throwing something in there new for you to do, and you're possibly going to be upset with him at first, but I really hope towards the end you realize that it's in your best interest, and you know, he's not doing anything, he's not asking you to do anything that he's not doing himself. So have fun with it. And this was Jace's page that I just made up for him. On my blog, I had said something after seeing Miss Cassidy's video about her first graders, and that is the exact grade that my son is in, that they are doing blogs. And I was just so overwhelmed with it. I thought it was awesome, and I decided to get something for my son, and it's like got Nick Jr., Power Ranger games, different things that he wants. And as I told him, I'm also going to find some educational things like Alex. Alex has actually great things for even parents to do with their kids. We did a thing about the time for a math project, basically. And it was really awesome. He enjoyed it, and I did too. We got to sit down, and I got to see what all he's really doing and learning. This is my son, Jace Corley, and he is, how old are you?
6 years old.
6 years old, that's right. And what did Mommy just make for you?
A program.
What type of program? What can you do on it?
You
Show
can play
me.
games.
Show me.
You can play games on it.
All right, well, go ahead and show me for him.
And you can do this. You can go on one of them like this.
Mm-hmm.
And look what happens.
Cool.
But if you don't want to be inside it, you can just click it right there.
Right.
And I was on this one.
Okay.
And it was awesome. I was on checkers.
You're about to play checkers?
Yep.
All right.
And
so what do you think about the computer?
it's awesome!
I highly recommend the computer, the internet, just everything. I mean, the world is changing, and it is going like computer based, and even in 5 years the computer is going to be different. There's going to be so many new things out there for us to do that's going to better our future and better our children's future. So why hold them back? Have fun with what you're doing and just learn. Take the information that Dr. Strange gives you, learn and run with it. One last thing I do want to point out is one of the people in my class this semester, so it's Student Blog Fall semester, Mitch Poirier is, well, Mitchell Poirier, sorry, has sort of came up with his own idea of, you know, the wave of the future. And I highly recommend everyone to take a look at that. And these are 3 wonderful reasons why it is a little hard for me to get my stuff done on time. But I have my 6-year-old Jace, my almost 3-year-old Kaylee, and my Tinley is a little over 2 months old.
And I love Tinley a lot. Mwah!
And Jace loves Tinley a lot. So, if I can do EDM310 and continue to go to school and work and do everything else, along with 3 children,
and I made a program.
Yep, as a single mom, I know
program yet.
all of you can do it as well.
Except from Tinley.
Jace, are you proud of that program?
Yep.